What's up, guys? This is Void of Just Gaming, your channel for fresh arena of Valor content, and today I want to talk about ROURKE. ROURKE is one of the few heroes who has mainly one destination, and that destination is the jungle. And the problem of that is that there are many junglers who are outclassing ROURKE by an really big power level, so ROURKE doesn't see that much playtime. I don't know how you guys feel about him. I think his kit is actually quite nice and he has some really good opportunities, but all in all I had the feeling that he kind of falls a little bit behind if the game continues into a late game, and therefore I'm going to show you a late game. So we are going to watch an entire series of about 20 minutes of ROURKE being in the jungle, fighting team fights and shotgunning people into their faces with his ballista sort of weapon mechanism. I don't know what he really uses, but that's his secret. So yeah, it's just one of the heroes that doesn't see that much playtime. I don't really see him on the battlefield that often, but this channel is here for all the misfits, so today's video is going to be about ROURKE. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you like misfits as much as I do, now is your chance to hit the subscribe button, put on the notification bell, leave a like if you like the video, and comment something into the comment section if you want to tell me something about ROURKE, your feelings, or how your day was in general, or if you like dogs or cats more than the other types. So be prepared for some nice little build section, and then I've got some exhausting gameplay for you that you guys need to watch in total, because that is just going to help my channel so much. So thank you in advance. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so I want to make this as quick as possible. We are playing ROURKE in the fullest damage potential as possible. This build is featuring the Scorching Wind. Usually I was taking Soul Reaver over the Scorching Wind, but this build is going to use the lifesteal aspect as well as the attack speed. We've got some Fafnirs, we've got some Omnis, we've got everything that you want to have in the build, and you will see throughout the game, in the late game, that I'm going to change my boots in the favor of the Blade of Eternity, and yeah, that's about that. Let's make it quick. Arcana wise, I'm going with a full damage build, Marksman Warrior, normal attacks plus 45, armor pierce plus 100, and movement speed plus 10%. That comes from 10 times Onslaught, 10 times Assassinate, and 10 times Skewer. We want to hit with the limited amount of attacks as hard as possible. We're not going into attack speed that much. And you can see that this goes on in the enchantment section as well. It's maximum damage, so we are having the Raging Inferno as well as a Deadly Claw, and we're using Lockheim for the ultimate cooldown reduction. Every single time we use the ultimate, every single other spell is reduced in terms of cooldown, and we have an Enhanced Restore, a really good enchantment right now, as well as the Gunslinger. So that's about that, and now let's start the gameplay, because it's going to be fabulous. So guys, I am already excusing myself for the length of the video. It took quite a while, and as you guys have seen in the thumbnail description, the game is called How Could We Possibly Lose This? So stay tuned for the outcome of the game, if we are going to lose or if we are going to win, because that should be a question that I should not answer at this very moment of the game, because we haven't even played 1 minute, and that's just about that. Let's keep up the tension and don't forward the game so that you guys know what's going to happen. Just watch the full length of the video, because I think ROURKE, with his limited playtime, deserves every single minute possible. As you can see, we have been fighting with our dude Florentino right up here at the top of the game. We did not really do that much about this kill, but we secured him on being able to get out alive of this situation, and I'm about to just start off my jungle rotation again. ROURKE is really good on single target damage. He has this great ability, number 1, where he is shooting stuff into the enemy's face. He's got the knockback effect from his S2, as well as the shield and ability increase using his ultimate. So he is fully packed for one-on-one encounters. I just realized that his dash ability is not an ability that you can use to pass some of the environments, such as walls and stuff like that. It is a really steep learning process in Arena of Valor, and as I'm not playing heroes that much in total, because I'm switching all the time to get new content out there for you guys, I did not know that, so don't mention it in the comments. I have just realized that I can't dash through walls, and that's about that. So we have a bottom / mid lane which is going to call us out a lot. They like to ping and name people. I don't know why they have the time to do something like that, but it doesn't matter because we're doing fine. 2 versus 2 at the moment in terms of kills and deaths, so we're good, people. We're good. We're dealing with the damage of the opponents. Ignis is going to have a really good match, as well as Maganga. Maganga is a pesky hero. He's really annoying, and he really put that to the test in this video. So watch out for Maganga on the opposing team. He played really well, so I always like to point out things like that because it's a game. So you can still admit that enemies have been doing great. So that's my playstyle. I'm not calling out people for being noobs or idiots or something like that. I don't think that that's the way suited in the game. And yeah, the game was going so good in the beginning that we did not even have to do something like that. I scored a double kill really easily here under the tower. We got the Abyssal Dragon. I've got 3 kills right now, so things are set up for a nice victory here. But as you guys know, a game is usually longer than 4 minutes, so things might just change, and that's going to be the course. It's not a cliffhanger, it's the reality, so be prepared for a really long game, as you might have already seen in the video length. It's going to be about 40. Let's just call it 40 minutes, and you guys will be surprised that it's only lasting under 30 minutes. And everything is going to be good. Like, that's the psychological effect that I'm going to apply to this video. So be prepared for 1 hour of crazy Void of Dusk gaming here. It might just be 2 hours and 3 hours. You can just put it on a continuous video draw, so you are going to watch the video again and again, and you will learn things, and everything is going to be good. So watch the video several times. That's really helpful. Like, if you, and you don't have to be there. Like, just use the game, press the play button, watch it one time entirely so that you guys know what I am about and what I did in the game, and then afterwards you can just watch it again and again, and you don't have to be in front of your screen physically. It's good. It's good. Just watch it again. And watch it again with several accounts. That's really helpful. Like, I'm struggling to get the 1,000 subscribers, so every single subscriber helps, and I can't stress that enough, because I'm just a really small YouTuber, and it takes a couple of time in my daily business to get some videos for you guys, and I really appreciate the fact that a lot of you guys are watching the videos, as well as commenting the stuff, as well as giving advice for me and some new players, and that's really helpful. So thanks. I don't really do that enough to thank the community I don't even know if I can call you like that, like the Void of Dusk community. I don't even know if it's something like that exists. Like, I'm not PewDiePie, I'm not Darkbreaker, but thank you so much for all of your views. I just feel that it needs to be said. Said, not set. Alright, so we're doing great here. 4 kills right now in the beginning of the game. 6 minutes played. The enemy was struggling a little bit at the beginning of the game, but the problem was that they are playing in some sort of late game combo. So we have Yorn here, we've got Moganga, and they all scale up quite nicely. So if anyone is about to say that these heroes are not really that good in the current meta, yes guys, we know that. It's written on the screens and it's written on the scripts, but the game is all about team combination, and I don't think that they did it on purpose, because we are in some kind of platinum diamond level right now, but they did a really good job on picking a good team here. We've got the Florentino, we've got Fawn, and I don't think that the Fawn player is really that experienced with that hero, and therefore all of that stuff is basically on our shoulders so far. So we're doing good, we are on full health right now, and we are going in for the 3rd tower in a row to be destroyed. Florentino has received a big nerf, unfortunately. I really like this hero a lot, but now he is limited in the number of flowers that he can create, and I just feel that he's kind of limited in his execution, but still that Florentino is going to be good within the game. I'm pressing ult right now because I just wanted to stay safe, and I tried another attempt of going into the fray, trying to kill something, but as you can see with Azanka against Ignis, that Ignis is going to have a really easy time against our mage, and now we need to go back and reposition ourselves, because otherwise it's going to be brutal. The team would be wiped. So yeah, as I said, we're doing good. As you can see, we have already taken down the 1st tower in the 2nd lane, or the 2nd tier, however you want to call it. Florentino farming up another Abyssal Dragon that we're going to try to clear. And so far, 9 minutes played, everything is going really nicely. So the whole positioning in terms of the game was going well. Like, I had the gold lead several minutes. I think I'm in the gold lead right now. You will see some statistics later. At the moment I'm really focused on playing the game, but later on I'm going to show some of the statistics so that you guys know how my team basically how my team was doing. And now there is the first real team fight. We're going against Maganga, we're going against the Ignis, and with Thorn and Lumbo and everyone else, we had a good time on damaging the opponents. Thorn immediately turned back and started to attack the minions so that we can have a massive push to minions. Yeah, well, storytelling is not one of my favorite things to do, even if I'm doing communications. But now we have another tower destroyed, so the game is looking really good for us at this very moment in the game. 10 minutes played, and we already have taken down 5 towers. There's not that much that we can do against an Ignis force here, but with the Lumber approach we're able to back him off, and now we've got 6 towers cleared in about 10 minutes. That's really good, in my opinion. So we started off really well, and now we are dealing damage to their targets. Scud is already down, so we are trying to push into the first inner tower, like the first tier 3 tower, and open up a window for damaging the Nexus, because 14-5 we had the upper hand here, like we had it. We had the upper hand, and now we can go and try to do the Darkslayer, but my team decided to go for the Whistle Dragon. I went back to the jungle just to farm up a little bit more and to get the blue buff, because as you can see, my mana is really low right now. I'm having about a fourth or something like that, and I do want these jungle stacks. Really important to maximize your items. You want as many jungle stacks as possible. I know that this activation of the ultimate might be quite questionable for the most of you guys, but I just wanted to secure me not dying, and I had the feeling that my team might be able to take on the enemies. But if that is a good choice, will be decided in the next seconds. So Florentino is down right now, but I do solo the Darkslayer with ease. Like, it wasn't even a problem. I'm almost at half of my health, and now I'm able to deploy Darkslayer into the enemy line. We've got Scott here dominating. I'm able to not dash out. That was really painful, and I'm already maxed, so this is going really well. We've got Darkslayer, we've got the dragon. I was getting Scud, who is a major pain in the ass because he's able to score and take out enemies with ease just by pressing some buttons, and now we do have a really hard time on pressing further. And I don't know what happened right now. Lumbo is down, Thorn is down, and Azankar is down as well. So I don't know what Lumbo was doing here. In my opinion, after I rewatched the game, because actually if you are playing the game, like while you are playing the game, things are looking a whole lot differently. It looked like he wanted to secure the dragon shots on the tower. That seemed to be the mission here. And now we're losing the first tower, the second tower in the combined approach of the enemies. They've taken their time, and now we've got the problem, and that's always a massive problem here, that the enemies are actually regrouping. We took the opportunity to get them while they were low, so as you can see, I'm on an 8-1 right now, which is really good for me, because as you guys might know from my videos, I'm not like the best player in the world, and ROURKE is not one of the most played heroes in my hero roster, but Jorn is doing a great job on defending us and just putting us back into position. And I just decided, okay, there's nothing to get here. There's nothing that we can use from this situation, so let's do something valuable. And I decided, let's go and kill the Abyssal Dragon, and we killed it. So I've got 30 secs right now, so my jungle item is full. I've got all the secs that I need, and the only item that I need to complete is the good old Fenris Tooth, and I make a mistake here. Right now, after I rewatched the game, or while I'm watching it, telling you guys, I should have retreated. I should have pulled back. Thorn was dead, Lumbo was dead, and I still had the opportunity to go back, use my dash to go out, and I did not do this, and my other teammates, Florentino and Azankar, did the same mistake. They were thinking that they could fight the enemies because some of them were fairly low, such as the Scud. Maganga Half-Life is not really low because he has the ability to come back using his S2, which is giving him some health regeneration, as well as his ult, where he's going to stack up quite nicely. And we made a mistake here. The whole team made a big mistake here. We thought that we could take it on, and we didn't. So we defended the tower and got Maganga here, and now we are struggling to deal with Scud. Thorn is defeated by Jorn's arrow, and Lumbo is now about to go home because he doesn't have that much health yet, and we need to focus on the game again. And I think this is basically the breaking point of the game. We were leading the whole game. We were basically telling the enemy what we're about to do, and now we are starting to struggle with the game flow. and that's something that I'm experiencing a lot. Now basically, they've got 2 towers on the top lane, they've got every tower on the middle lane, and they're about to clear the double lane, or is it a solo lane? The bottom lane. Let's just call it the bottom lane. So now we're struggling because basically we need to be all over the place, but we can't, of course. Like, that's not possible because we've got 5 people and 5 people can just do 5 things. So now we are splitting up like idiots, and we are about to throw the game right now because we are not focusing on one single action with eventually one player trying to split push. So that's the big mistake that we have made here at 17 minutes. Now we are in the late game phase. We are starting to get into the point of the game where our builds are actually full. So we've got every single item, we've got the gold, we're stacking up quite nicely. Now we're 19 versus 19. Quickneck is going to be stronger right now. Now he can take our single targets, especially the squishy ones such as Azankar or our Thorn. I need to activate my ultimate in order to take the damage. So if I don't press that button, I'm dead. So that needs to be well timed, and I'm quite old, so my timing isn't that good. We've got Florentino, who's kind of squishy, but he's got the mobility to kind of make up for it. And we've got Lumbor, our only tank. So we've got a warrior, and we've got a lot of squishy characters, and I'm squishy as well. Not super squishy, but I'm kind of squishy if I'm not going in for the ult. So we defeated the Quickneck here. He tries to make an approach, trying to get into single target. I don't know what happened here. Like, that was so crazy. That damage was just like out of this world. I don't know what he pressed. I don't know if that was a map hack or something like that, but this was kind of like, I was sitting in front of my smartphone, and it was like, what was that? Was that for real? Like, is that something that can happen? And you can see that all this kind of damage happened at once, and I was like, Quickneck was already dead. I don't know what happened throughout the space. Like, if there is, basically it felt like some ability is actually stacking if other abilities have already hit, which happens in one hero. So you've got heroes who are marking the targets. Take, for example, Fennec. Fennec hits you with a mark every single time he hits you. And if these marks are going to be 4 or 5 or something like that, I don't really remember how many marks you need. Damage procs, and you will get additional damage. So that's about that. But I was like, what was that? Is that for real? Like, what was that damage? That was just out of this arena of Valor world. Like, it just happened, and I was kind of scared. Like, now nothing is safe. Nothing is safe. And while I had the impression that I'm being a super cool bruiser, dealing damage and kind of killing enemies, without a doubt, my shields are just shredded throughout the universe. Like, it doesn't take any damage of the enemies at all. So they've got Yorn, they've got Maganga, and they've got Ignis, and these guys are shredding shields in combination. Not single spotted, not if you encounter them one by one, but in total, Maganga's ult, Maganga's abilities, Yorn's abilities, and Ignis's abilities are going to shred through shields, and that's just something that's real. So you need to deal with that, and now I've come to the point where I thought, okay, I'm full build, I've got everything that I need, and now I need to do something about that. And that's the point where I started to change my build, and that's what I said in the building section. So I'm going to change the boots into something more valuable. Of course, I'm going to be a little bit slower, but the only thing that I get from the boots right now at this point is increased attack speed as well as increased movement. And as I'm not going to be the one who's going to start the fight, I thought it might be actually quite useful to change it to anything else, but not the boots. So you guys are gonna see it. I need to stack up a little bit of the gold, but I want to share my thoughts with you throughout the game so that you guys learn for your purposes, even if you are thinking like, okay, well, Void, that wasn't the cleverest decision. It's going to tell you something. So this is the kind of educational approach that I want to have with this channel. So I just tell you I'm going to change the boots for some important item that I felt might be quite useful, but you need to decide for yourself if that item is useful or not. I don't want to convince you, I'm just telling you about options. Isn't that nicely? Isn't that nice that I'm doing something like that? So, okay, I'm clearing stuff, but I felt the urge of going into the Darkslayer mode right now, and as you can see, there's a lot of damage coming. Yorn has just used his ult, so we're good to go. And Thorn is leading the approach, which is basically not the cleverest idea that he has made in his life. I don't know what's going on with the Crickneck here. He's just kind of chilling. Maybe that was a ping problem or something like that. And yes, again, I need to use my abilities in order to get out. I'm killed by Scott, and I have to admit that was poorly played. I'm the one with the kills, I'm the one with the item build. I should just wait a little bit longer in order for my team to set themselves up, get some ults out, let Azankar do his job. Like, Azankar has got 2 great control abilities, and I wasn't really paying attention to that, so I should be a little more patient and wait for our heroes to apply their abilities and then go in. So even with 2,500 games and more under my belt, I just need to practice this game a little bit longer. I know it, guys. I know that I'm not perfect, and I know that I need to practice a lot, and I need to focus and concentrate on the game every single minute. That's the problem with Arena of Valor. You can just not put the smartphone down and just stay there and chill and stuff like that. You need to be constantly aware of the fact what's going on within the game, and that's the beauty of the game as well. So I really appreciate that fact. And now something happened which is actually not that great, but I just sacrificed the video. I was pressing some dumb button and I don't really know what was going on, and I stopped the video. So you guys can't see the outcome, but I wanted to show you this within the game. So we are going to hop into the game. This is a live demonstration, and as you can see from the combat history, this has been a victory. This is the full stat. So as you can see, I was ranked 2nd best player with 10.1 quick buy. I've changed another item into something that's going to help me to deal with the incoming damage. The actual damage wasn't that great, as well as the damage taken, but my participation was actually really good. And again, the battle stats 10-9-9, but we won the game with 35-40. And yeah, it took a little bit longer. We needed another Darkslayer, but we won the game, and that's just about that. Thank you for watching the video, and enjoy your time on the battlefield. Void of Dusk over and out.